Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on the 23rd of Jumadul Akhirah, 1446, 26th of December 2024. In today's Majlis, Hazrat Wala is speaking about the special bequests, Baz Khas Wasaya, Muntakhab as Ashrafus Sawanih, some special bequests of Hazrat Tanwi Rahimahullahu Ta'ala. So here, regarding Hazrat Tanwi Rahimahullah, he did not leave any matter in such a way due to which afterwards there would be an objection on it Shariat wise. Regarding his estate, he had written it completely, and Maulana Shabir Ali then took that there and distributed the estate. In this estate, there were 4 individuals that were going to inherit: the 2 Allati brothers, step-brothers, and the 2 wives. So the 2 brothers, Allah Ta'ala had given them much. Allah Ta'ala had given them much. They just took 1 or 2 things, the used things, as a token of tabarruk. And the rest of it, they let it go the way of the 2 wives. May Allah Ta'ala reward them well in both the worlds with the best reward. Now, we go on to the other bequests, which will be quite beneficial for the general people, for all and sundry. In short, it is this. If you want to see the details of it, you can refer to Ashrafus Sawanih, the name of the kitab, volume 3. So here, we're going through the different points. We'll go through it quickly. I ask all my friends that you make dua e maghfirat for my minor and major sins, intentional or unintentional, due to my abhorrent character. Because of that, some of the servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala may have got some type of taklif, whether they were in my presence or they were not there, due to the evil of my tongue and my hands. I may even have destroyed some of their hukuk and their rights. Now, whether these people have come to know about this year or not, with much humility and humbleness, I ask my juniors and my seniors that for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from your hearts, please do forgive me. Allah Ta'ala will forgive them for their shortcomings as well. And I'm also making dua for them. Allah Ta'ala bless them with forgiveness and well-being in both the worlds. The one who forgives, there is great fazilat and virtue for such a person. Now, they may have been things in which people may have wronged me. Now, whether this has happened in the past or still going to happen in the future, only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and with the hope of getting my own sins forgiven, I make them all maaf. I ask all my friends, specifically, and the Muslimin generally, and I emphasize on this year that they should gain ilm themselves, knowledge, and they should teach their children, for it is incumbent farz ain upon every individual. Whether you achieve this ilm by means of a kitab or directly by the companionship of the personality, because there is no other way out of these type of fitnas, trials, tribulations, tests and challenges, which today has become so common and so much. Don't ever be negligent regarding this point. I advise the students that don't just rely on your lessons and become deceived over it. Rather, to make that there fruitful and beneficial for you, it is actually suspended that on this year that you go and make the khidmat and stay in the companionship, rather gain the gaze of love of the Ahlullah, their khidmat, their companionship, and gaining their special gaze, nazr inayat. Be very particular about this. Now, regarding the madrasas that are established by me, they are madrasas of one special feature, a khas shan, because of how I had set it up and what I wish to achieve from it. My heart actually desires this, that after me, uske baqa ki taraf tawajjuh rakhi jaye, that people would see that how can the madrasa continue. And whoever Allah Ta'ala gives the tawfiq and the hidayah to make khidmat of this madrasa, then they should do it keeping in mind what are the great objectives and maqsads of this particular institution and madrasa, which is that of tarbiyat akhlaq and islah nafs, reformation of the nafs and molding the character. They should not change this at all. They can contribute, they can assist in whichever way, but the maqsad of the madrasa should remain as it is. Insha'Allah, I hope then there would be much khair and barakah. Our Hazrat Wala is speaking about this year. This becomes a big catastrophe, that a person hardly says anything and then they say that he is collecting for his madrasa. Look here exactly what Hazrat Tanvi has said about his own madrasa. On one occasion, there was a very influential, affluent person that came. Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb, our Hazrat Wala is saying, said to me that go and tell him that yahan kaam ho raha hai. Some type of dini khidmat is taking place here. You can see this. If you so wish, you may also take a portion in this. Now today, what would they say? That this is incorrect and it is najaiz. Looking at the harms that can come to your deen and your dunya, I ask you to be very, very particular about this, and this is the mashwara that I give you. Then thereafter Hazrat Tanvi mentions many points which we will go through. Do not practice on the demands of desires and anger. Never ever be hasty. Do not carry out any work without consultation and mashwara. Abandon backbiting completely and totally. Okay. So, abundant speech, even though it is permissible, and you should be wary about this year, you should be concerned about it because it leads a person to other things, and abundance of mixing with people without necessity, that is also something a person should be careful with. Then he should see, and he should just not make any person his friend and share secrets with them without a severe need or pangs of hunger. One should not eat, meaning eat only when you are hungry, and do not fulfill your desires with your spouse unless there is a sakht taqaza, a genuine need. Without a genuine need, do not take a loan. Do not indulge in extravagance and spending without need. Do not collect goods and things which are not necessary. Stay away from being harsh and hard. Do not bring that type of a habit in you. Rather, always be kind, compassionate, one who tolerates and overlooks. Rather, make that your symbol. Stay far away from formalities and ostentation. In your speech, in your deeds, in your food, and even in your clothing. Stay away from formalities and ostentation and show. So, one who is a muqtada, who is a leader and people are following him, he should not treat those who are affluent in an unbecoming manner with abhorrent character or something like that. He should not treat them in that manner. And together with that also, keeping that in mind, he should not mix with them too much. And you should not make them your objective specifically here to gain some worldly benefit. Always be clean and clear when it comes to your mu'amalat, your transactions, and attach importance to it as well. Now regarding this chit-chat talk, somebody said this and you heard this story and that story, you should be very, very cautious regarding that, because today even religious people and intelligent people are not cautious regarding this year, understanding it and passing it on. So, without need, and at the time of need, without the permission and the prescription of a professional master, compassionate doctor, a person should not prescribe medication for himself. He should not use medication. So, without need, you should not use it at all. And at the time of need, you should not do it on your own, but rather with the permission of a doctor and his advice. Always be very careful and exercise precaution regarding every type of disobedience regarding the tongue. Always follow the truth. However, do not be do not haq parast rahe. A person should follow the truth. Haq parast rahe. A person should follow the truth. And regarding ta'alluqat and relationships with others, he should not increase that. He should not be inquisitive or put his nose into the dealings and affairs of other people. I say this year to all the people, and I make the darkhast and request to them, all those who have ta'alluq with me, that they should remember this for the entire life, that they should recite Surah Yasin or 3 times Qul huwallahu ahad, and they should send the reward for me. However, together with that, having said that, they should not let any type of bid'at and innovation come into all of this. If any sin has been committed at night, then the person should make istighfar and tawbah for it as soon as possible. He should not wait for the morning. If it has been committed in the morning, he should make tawbah then and there. He should not delay and waste time in that. A person should give importance and attach virtue to, rather he should have yaqeen in this, that there is no greater ni'mat than a good end. Khatama bil khair, a person passing away with iman. Always, especially after your farz salat, with much humility, concentration and devotion, a person should make dua for that. For what? We're speaking about khatama bil khair, a good end, and end with iman. And the iman that you have, you should make shukr for that, because the promise is, if you make shukr for that, Allah will increase you in it, meaning this will be the greatest reason for you actually having a good end. Allahu Akbar. For sending isal sawab for me, people should not gather, not formally and not informally also. And if somehow or the other people gathered like that, then they should separate themselves and all do their things individually. So after saying all of this here, these 11 points, Hazrat Tanvi then writes that I've written this year, and I give it the title of Ahada Ashara Kawkaba, like how the Quran speaks about the 11 stars. Meaning that for you to stay steadfast and for you to make amal, this is sufficient for you. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq. Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq. Now Allah Ta'ala fulfill this cry from the heart of Hazrat Tanvi, and regarding the preservation of his madrasa and continuation of it. That also Allah Ta'ala let that come to fruition, and let us practice on that. Okay. So these are very, very great bequests and nasihats from the side of Hazrat Tanvi rahimahullah ta'ala. Now this here of a person saying, I am Tanvi and I am Tanvi and I am this and I am that, it's not about that. It is about you practicing on these ta'limat. So Allah Ta'ala give us the tawfiq and the hidayat of making amal so that we can achieve the best of both the worlds. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.